first, I should kind of give you some background information about myself. All right. I was in an abusive relationship for about 5 years, and then I broke up with my ex last April. We're not going to get into that part, but I was afraid to apply for RA at the time, because when you apply like in December. So I was still dating him at the time, and I didn't tell him I applied. But something in my gut just told me that I needed to apply, and that it was like my first sign of fighting for myself. I just really learned my strengths and how to balance things and what I'm capable of, and that I have so many other chances and I just gotta take them. It kind of gave me hope. Okay, so my life is like one crazy circus. I'm a student, obviously. I'm an RA, I'm also an editor, and I'm constantly juggling those things. But part of it's just, gotta keep going. But I also like that. I like being overwhelmed. I like being busy all the time, or if I'm not, I'll probably lie in bed all day. Like, what else am I gonna do? But I guess it's just a balancing act. And I don't know, I just kind of do it. I just jump into things and just keep going. So the purpose of our programs is to have students interact with each other. I mean, there's 410 beds in North Hall. That's a lot of students. So for us to set up a program where they all come together, they eat food, cupcakes, or they are decorating like glow jars or lanterns, or they're just eating chicken wings and watching the Red Sox game. It brings them together, and it also shows that as RAs, we're students too, and we're pretty chill. We're not going to be all authoritative and scary. We like to have those conversations. We want to hear about your weekends, and your boyfriends and your girlfriends are at home. So it's just basically to ensure like having that comfort in living in a residence hall and being amongst each other and having them interact with each other. So one of my funny stories, I'm not sure how much information I'm supposed to divulge here, but I don't think that's the right word, whatever. So I had a student, or my resident, come up to me at 3 in the morning and knock on my door, woke me up, I got out of bed, they're in their towel, and they asked for a condom. And I mean, I'm an RA of upperclassmen. They were mostly older than me. Most people don't know, I'm only 20, I'm a sophomore. And all my residents, they're juniors and seniors, and then I think there's just a few little sophomores. So this is kind of interesting for me at 3 in the morning. I'm not sure why they were in a towel. They could have just, put clothes on. What do I not like about my job? Okay, I guess most people would think that I don't like being so busy all the time and constantly so accessible, but I personally like being overwhelmed. I always have to fill that space with something. Even if I just quit the job, I would fill that space with something like student government, who knows. But I guess on a weekend and Saturday and I have to do a lockout and I'm not the one on duty, that's a pain in the butt, because I have to get out of bed and do this lockout for someone, and I don't know, that's a bad example. Hold on, maybe we should cut that. So as an RA, especially when you're the RA on duty or a resident comes up to you with a situation, I think the tough part about the job is that you have to handle incidents where someone could be cutting themselves, they could be in an abusive relationship, and you have to handle campus police situations too. And one of the hard things I found is that some people were in those bad relationships, they're not willing to contact campus police, and their roommates are worried about them, and you just know that there's this person that's hurting them, but they don't want to do anything about it. And so you document these things, but you just have to wait and sit it out until they finally make that decision. You just can't really do it for them. So it kind of gets you worrying sometimes, and it just makes you feel like you're not doing enough. Like, what else can you do? So I think that's one of the hardest parts of the job, but I don't usually like to deal with. I guess we're just basically promoting a comfortable living for students. And we're on duty as well. So we have weekend duties and weekday duties, so we're on 24 hours. On weekends we're on from 8 p.m. Friday to 8 p.m. Sunday. basically handling lockouts, incidents, handling campus police. Oh, we do mail too. I love doing mail. It's a ton of work, but so much fun. It's like an extra hour I get paid for. We also handle SDA responsibilities, so we're the people in the ugly yellow shirts, like signing people in with cards. I maybe shouldn't have said they were ugly shirts, but they're kind of ugly. But I don't know, I think that's it. I don't know, man. I don't know how to answer that question. It's a lot. It's a hell of a job. It's a lot of work.